What's up? I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the video review of the Toshiba Qosmio X875-Q7190 laptop. The recent trend in the computing world happens to be towards ultrabooks and ultra-thins, but one of the trade-offs for these slim machines happens to be found within the power and performance arena. Now, you're not always going to bring a desktop replacement into a meeting unless you're willing to intimidate the smaller systems of coworkers, but those systems are frequently designed to have more than enough horsepower to make you consider throwing a tower away. The Toshiba Qosmio X875 was specifically designed to crush most of the laptops and even a few desktops that are out on store shelves. So should you consider unleashing this beast in your home? Let's find out. The Toshiba Qosmio that we reviewed was powered by a third-generation Intel Core i7-3630QM processor running at 2.4 GHz that could be boosted up to 3.4 GHz via turbo. It came with 12 GB of RAM and was supplemented by an Nvidia GeForce GTX670M video card with Optimus technology and 3 GB of graphical memory. It also packed a total of 1 TB of hard drive space spaced over two 500 GB hard drives spinning at 7200 RPM. And content was displayed on a 17.3-inch LED backlit display with a native resolution of 1920 by 1080 that also featured Intel WiDi technology. The computer also came with a DVD Super Multi-Drive, Bluetooth 4.0, and a 2-megapixel webcam that shot and captured images in Full HD. Let's just cut to the chase. You pair a quad-core Ivy Bridge processor with a Kepler-based GPU, and you've got a system that can demolish your work and your most intensive games without the slightest hint of slowdown. The CPU has loads of power, there's lots of memory for your programs, and the GPU smokes graphically intensive issues. You can be comfortable knowing that this machine will crush anything you throw at it, and it's one of the most powerful laptops on the market. Another notable advantage for the machine was its display. We've gotten accustomed to some of the smaller screens with many of the ultrabooks we've reviewed recently, so it was nice to get a chance to look at a system with a large 17.3-inch screen. Don't worry about underwhelming visuals here either. The Full HD panel provides captivating detail for your games or your videos. That's also supported by the discrete graphics card. Now, we previously talked about the GPU in relation to the overall performance of the system, but it's worth highlighting a few details. Although it's not the top-end Nvidia graphics card, it's still very capable at providing excellent visuals within our tests. We managed to get impressive frame rates and visual detail from demanding games like Aliens vs. Predator, and it's got more than enough strength to handle the most recently released titles, so you can easily rely on the gaming power of this machine for years to come. There were two other notable features we wanted to highlight. The first was the keyboard, which we felt had great key spacing and action across the full alphanumeric plank. That can't always be said about smaller sized systems. We are also pleased by the red LED backlighting for the keyboard, which can also be overlooked by some manufacturers, but definitely helps if you want to use the system in the dark. The other notable feature was the fact that Toshiba did away with USB 2.0 ports, and decided to make all 3 of the USB ports on this system USB 3.0 SuperSpeed ports. Even better, 2 of the ports are sleep and charge ports, so you can power external devices even with the system asleep or turned completely off. We can't recommend that highly enough. There were only a few things we didn't like about the Qosmio, but they did stand out with the system. We know that desktop replacements are notoriously bad when it comes to battery life, but the Qosmio reaches a whole new level of awful. Fully charged, the Qosmio ground itself to a halt after 43 minutes with the brightness level set at only 50%. Under normal non-gaming circumstances, we'd expect at least between 1 and 2 hours of life unplugged, so this sharply limited battery is disappointing to say the least. Another issue with the system is the amount of bloat that it has, which could be interpreted in one of 2 different ways. The first is that the machine is large and chunky compared to the slimmer ultrabooks and notebooks on store shelves. The second is that there's a lot of pre-installed software and apps on the machine taking up space, so you'll have to spend time wading through and choosing what to uninstall and what to keep. The last thing is a minor issue, but it does come up. Toshiba decided to insert hard drives instead of solid-state drives, even while their performance is still incredible. However, the system would be amazing if it packed a solid-state drive, and we definitely think that if we were buying this computer, that would be one of the first upgrades for us. The Qosmio X875 is a workhorse and entertainment powerhouse plain and simple. Its 17.3-inch screen is great for watching movies, multitasking, or playing games. Its fast processor and graphics card ensure that you'll also be able to play games on this machine for many years to come. This is an excellent desktop replacement system that can be taken with you anywhere you want to go, although at £8, you may want to seriously reconsider that idea. However, for all of these advantages, the battery life on this machine is horrendous, even for a 17.3-inch class. We expected a lot more, but if you're going to keep the system plugged in, you'll at least mitigate some of this issue. That is, until the battery fails. For these reasons, we decided to give the Toshiba Qosmio X875-Q7190 a 4 out of 5. For the latest coupons and deals on systems like the Toshiba Qosmio X875, be sure to check out techbargains.com/Toshiba. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube. And to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features, be sure to go to techbargains.com/videos.